Welcome to World Buzz Bulletin. Today is Thursday, the 8th of January, 2026. As the first full week of the new year unfolds, the global landscape remains gripped by a sense of profound crisis, with the eyes of the world fixed on two theaters of conflict that continue to challenge our shared humanity. We begin tonight with the increasingly dire situation in the Palestinian territories, where the final days of the holiday season have brought no respite from the relentless campaign of military strikes and humanitarian collapse. Reports from January 7th indicate that Gaza has entered 2026 in a state of absolute desperation. The territory is currently enduring a bitter winter, with thousands of displaced families struggling in flooded tents and bombed-out ruins. Severe cold and torrential rains have claimed nearly 20 lives in recent weeks alone, as 80% of the enclave's buildings now lie in various states of destruction. In the West Bank, a new and controversial phase of control has begun, with Israeli authorities introducing electronic tagging devices to monitor the movements of residents. This technological enforcement comes amidst the ongoing military operation known as Iron Wall, which has left 12,000 children forcibly displaced in the northern governorates. With the total death toll since the start of this conflict reportedly exceeding 72,000, the world is asking with a single, urgent voice, when will this terror finally end? The path toward a future where Palestinians can live their lives freely and with dignity remains obstructed by a lack of political consensus. Yet the global movement to stand against terrorism and save humanity has never been more vocal. The call for a free Palestine echoes from the ruins of Gaza to the streets of every major capital, demanding a world where justice is not a luxury but a fundamental right. Moving to the front lines in Eastern Europe, the conflict in Ukraine remains a brutal war of attrition as the nation enters its fourth year of full-scale defense. On the 7th of January, Kharkov endured another wave of coordinated missile strikes aimed specifically at its energy infrastructure, with temperatures plunging below freezing. These attacks have left over 1 million residents facing life without consistent heat or water, a tactic local leaders describe as an attempt to break the national spirit through darkness and cold. However, the Ukrainian response has been equally fierce, with reports of daily long-range drone strikes targeting logistics and energy hubs deep inside Russian territory. While diplomatic meetings in Paris this week have discussed potential security guarantees for a post-war Ukraine, the reality on the ground remains one of intense struggle and resilience. The commitment of the international community to free Ukraine remains a critical factor as the nation fights to protect its sovereignty and its breadbasket for the world. As we witness these parallel tragedies, the collective conscience of humanity is being tested like never before. These conflicts serve as a stark reminder of the urgent need for the world to stand against terrorism in all its forms and to prioritize the preservation of life over political interests. To save humanity, we must work toward a future where no one has to live in fear of the sky falling or the ground beneath them being taken. Free Palestine, free Ukraine, stand against terrorism, save humanity. Thank you for choosing World Buzz Bulletin for your global news coverage. Stay safe and stay informed.